Hello, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? Hello.
Good evening, I can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay. Could you mute yourself if you're not speaking, please? Okay, I noticed that somebody is saying that he's saying saying you're joining the meeting for the first time. Yeah, that's okay. That's in okay. This is the third class actually. This is the third class on data analysis. Okay. We have about 11 people on call. Okay. Yeah, we have about 11 people on call. Okay, Chioma, please, could you admit people when they come in? Because I notice people. Chioma, are you here? Hello, Chioma. Okay.
I think I can do that. I can do that.
Okay. Is this Yinka? Is that you? Okay, who just spoke? Was this Yinka?
No,
Okay.
Rukayat.
Okay, Rukayat. Okay, all right, that's fine. Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. Today we'll be starting with visualized data. My name is Franca Ibuzo, and one of the mentors of Textilers. And okay, the course outline for today is understanding available visuals, selecting the right visuals. We'll see how to configure and edit visuals, adding a report theme, applying filters and slicers. Can somebody that was in the last class tell us what you did last time? Last time you worked on cleaning data. Could you just go through what you did in the last class? Who is going to go?
Can I go?
Okay, Faith?
Yes.
Yeah, go on. Okay, go on,
Okay.
Faith.
I was not in the last class. I didn't stream live, but I watched the recording.
Okay.
So we talked about cleaning data, how to clean the data when we have it on our Power Query, and we also talked about how to append queries and how to merge queries. So we said to append queries, we need to add the rows of data to another table or query. And before we do that, we must make sure that the column names are the same. Then talking about merging queries, we said before we merge queries, we're supposed to combine the data from multiple tables into one based on the column that are common between the two tables. For example, we used I can't remember the actual one, but we used one of the columns as an example. From one table, we merged it with another table into one from the last class. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's very good. Well done, Faith. Does somebody else want to help her out?
Hello, team.
Hello. Good afternoon. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, good evening. Yes.
Yes, my name is Lara.
Okay.
Okay, so we started with cleaning and transformation of data, coming from where we ended in the previous class. The Power Query editor that we had learned is the teaching of our Power BI that is the extract, transform, and load self-service tool that allows us to do all the cleaning and manipulation of data before we can now start using it to extrapolate reports and maybe visuals. Yes, so it's necessary for us to transform data and to clean it because there are some there's some information that come into our data through human error or through what we call there's some outliers here that we need to get rid of, like some information that they're not supposed to be there. Sometimes from the examples we looked at, there was one emo 444 that caused a lot of issues that we have to remove. We have to remove data because of duplicate. We have to clean data in order to decomplicate some columns that we may have or split them into 2 or 3 simpler columns just to make it more readable. We give examples of using magic numbers of students in schools. Um, we also went to what's called we went to transformation of data, which is the process of filtering out unusable unusable information from our database. So from the part of cleaning up of data, we then went to um, data types, which are decimal, fixed decimals, whole numbers, time, date, true, false, and we were shown how it is reflected on our columns. So each of the column heads, just the left-hand side of it, there's a small icon there, whether ABC, to show that it is a text, or 123, to show that it is numerals, to show that it's a number, or you see a calendar to show that it is a date or time zone. And so we also went on to cleaning one of the data sets that we were given. So it was from there that we now went on to merging and uh, what the previous speaker had mentioned. So
They
one thing that was
append,
very
append,
important,
append.
append, yes, thank you, append. Yeah. So one thing that the lady, the Gloria, yeah, she mentioned specifically was so I also checked it when in the data set, like if you open it, it's just one sheet that's inside. But by the time you put it by the time you're bringing it into the Power Query Editor, when it gets to the navigation page, you now see 2 different options, either table or still. So we're able to identify that if we import table, for example, if you load table by transforming into our Power BI, into our query editor, by the time we're trying to import still, which is the second option, we'll find out that the option of transform is not there again. That's not an error. It's in place because we are already in the Power Query Editor portal. So there is nothing, the portal already recognizes that we are there to transform data. Unlike when we first opened the application that we're trying to make, that we just opened it freshly. That's why we had the transform data option. I don't know if that's been understood. So that one came to me because I had that issue. I was wondering why I was seeing just okay as against saying transform and load when I was trying to work on the second data set. And so that was one important thing I had also learned from it. Then we learned how to rename column heads, how to delete columns, delete rows, delete adjacent rows, how to filter columns, find and replace, and yeah, so those are some of the other things we learned in the last class.
Okay, that's very good, very detailed. That's very good. All right. Okay, so today we're going to look at visualized data. Okay, the course outline is, can you hear me? Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
and you
Maya.
can you see my screen too?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the course outline for today is understanding available visuals, selecting the right visuals. We'll look at how to configure and edit visuals, adding a report theme, and applying filters and slicers. Okay. What is data visualization and what is it? Why is it relevant? Can somebody tell me, what do you understand by data visualization? Yeah, somebody can speak.
Okay,
Carlos.
I'll just give a brief. I think
Yeah.
data visualization is the pictorial explanation of data. Like when we have a data set or when we have a particular data and we want to analyze them in form of visuals or in form of graphs. So we use pictorial like diagrams to explain or tell a story using data. Followed by understand by visualizations.
Okay, that's good. Pictorial, having your data in graphs. Okay, so why do companies emphasize on visualizing data and what does it, change? Okay, data visualization helps make complex data metrics viewable by all team members in terms of metrics that they understand. Yeah, for the purpose of identifying hidden patterns and making predictions. So it tells a story like you mentioned. It makes it easier for people to understand the data. Okay, hence the use of data visualization is extremely important, especially for those dealing with large amounts of data. Okay. So selecting the right visuals, we need to know what visuals to select. And we have different types of visualizations in Microsoft Power BI. We'll look at the different types. Okay, different types of visualizations can be useful for different use cases, as well as different audiences. Okay, the different types of visualization are available in Microsoft Power BI are illustrated as follows. You have various ones. Okay, you have the area chart. Okay, the basic area chart is based on the line chart with the area between the axis and line filled in. Okay, basic area charts are a great choice to see and compare the volume trend across a time series. Okay, for an individual series representing a typical countable set. So this is our area charts. Okay, you have different charts. Okay. Okay, you also have the bar chart, bar and column charts. Bar charts are the standard for looking at a specific value across different categories. Okay, you have the bar chart, you have the combo chart. This is the combo chart. A combo chart combines a column chart and a line chart. What you have here is the line chart. Okay, it's combo. That's why it's called combo. Combining the two charts into one lets you make a quicker comparison of the data. So combo charts can have one or two y-axes, so be sure to look closely. Okay. So combo charts are a great choice when you have a line chart and a column chart with the same x-axis to compare multiple measures with different value ranges, and also to illustrate the correlation between two measures in one visuals. I'll just go through the charts quickly before we go on to the lab, okay, to explain the different charts that we have. Okay, the Doughnut chart is similar to a pie chart. You can see that in that it shows the relationship of parts to a whole. The only difference is that the center is blank and allows space for a label or icon. So that's the Doughnut chart. And you have the card. The card is sometimes a single number. Okay, sometimes a single number is the most important thing you want to track in your Power BI dashboard or report. The management will want to see total sales. How much sales are you making? Yeah, total sales. It could be the whole nation. How much sales is it? How much profit are we making? So you can put that in cards, or the total costs of the various items. You can put them in cards. Okay, the card visual. This type of visualization is called a card. Please, if you're not speaking, could you mute, because this is being recorded. As with almost all of the native Power BI visualizations, cards can be created using the report editor or Q&A. Okay, single cards display a single fact, a single data point. Okay, so we'll look at this. I'll just go quickly through them. And you also have the funnel charts. You can see it's in the shape of a funnel. Okay, funnels help visualize a process that has stages and items flow sequentially from one stage to the next. One example is a sales process that starts with leads and ends with purchase fulfillment. So at a glance, the shape of a funnel conveys the health of the processes you are tracking. Each funnel stage represents a percentage of the total. Yeah. So in most cases, a funnel chart is shaped like a funnel, like you can see here, with the first stage being the largest. Yeah. And each subsequent stage smaller than its predecessor. So it's in the form of a funnel. That's why it's called the funnel chart. And you also have the key influencers charts. A key influencers chart displays the major contributions to a selected result or value. So key influencers are a great choice to help you understand the factors that influence a key metrics. For example, what influences customers to place a second order? Or why were sales so high last month? These are, with the key influencers charts, you can tell that story. Yeah. And you also have the KPI charts. The KPI stands for Key Performance Indicator, and it's a visual that communicates the amount of progress made towards a measurable goal. Okay, when to use a KPI. KPIs are a great choice to measure progress. When you want to measure progress, it answers the question, what am I ahead of? What am I ahead or behind on? Okay. To measure distance to a goal, it also answers the question, how far ahead or behind am I? So these are it helps you to measure these. Okay, and you also have the line charts. Okay, line chart emphasizes the overall shape of an entire series of values, usually over time. So this, when you're measuring over time, like the dates, you use the line chart. So trends for trends. Okay, you also have choosing effective visuals. Okay, when we go onto the lab, you see the different charts here. Okay, listed here. And okay, the right visual makes all the difference. Okay, so know which chart to choose at any point in time. Okay, like if you have country and the sales amounts, yeah, you could use a line chart. Sales by country, you could use a line chart for that. And if you have sales by country, you could also use an area chart. You can see the difference between the line chart and the area chart here. Okay. And you have the Q&A. The Q&A is a visual allows users to ask natural language questions and get answers in the form of a visual. You could ask any question. You could ask you could ask if you want to know the total cost. You say, what's the total cost? Total cost, it will give you the value. Yeah, it's very useful, very useful. So consumers can use it to quickly get answers to their data. Designers can also use it to create visuals quickly. If you're a report designer, this article is for you. You can double click anywhere on a report and use the natural language to get started. Okay, it supports themes and other default formatting also. Okay, with available within Power BI. After you create it, it behaves like any other visual, supporting cross-filtering, cross-highlighting, and bookmarks. We'll see all that as we go on. Okay, you also have the maps. Okay, so you use a basic map to associate both categorical and quantitative information with spatial locations. Okay, let's I'll jump into the Power BI. Okay, you're used to this this screen, the Power BI desktop. We've been using it. You saw, okay, this is your third class. Most of you, this is your third class. So you've seen how to get data and how to clean your data. So today I mentioned that we'll be working with the sales data. So let's look at this sales data that we're going to work with. I have it here on Excel, and I'm going to explain this data. I'm sure you looked at it and it was cleaned last class. So you have the order ID, the date, the unit costs, the price, the quantity. Okay, you have the channels, you have the promotion names, you have the promotion types, and you also have the product's name and all that. Okay, but for us to build a visual, I'd like us to calculate our total costs, total, because we have the unit cost, we have the price. So can somebody tell me, if you want to calculate with this, if you want to calculate the total cost, what do you do? Can somebody take that, please? Hello, somebody help us out. Are we here?
Let me try.
And sum the unit cost to get the total cost.
Sorry? Say that
I
again.
guess we can sum the unit cost to get the total cost.
Okay, that's unit cost
Somebody-
times the quantity to get the
You're
total.
correct. Yeah. Yes, correct. Yeah. Please, if you're not speaking, could you mute your mic, please? Okay, now, okay, we've seen that it's an Excel file. Yeah, it's an Excel file. So we're going to bring it into Power BI. Yeah. Okay, you remember this, you learned how to get data. So we'll do this and we'll bring it into Power BI. This is where I have it. Okay. And okay, you did mention that it's a clean data, so we're not going to okay, first, since we want to do some calculations, let's do that. Let's bring it into Power Query. Okay, this is our table and this is the worksheet. So I'd like to bring in the table. Let's do a transform so that we can do our calculations there. Okay, transform to bring it into the Power Query. Remember, the Power Query editor is your kitchen where you can do your cleaning and you could do your calculations too. Okay, this data is clean. This data is clean, but here I'd like to make this because I'm not doing any calculation with the order ID. I like to leave it as text. Okay, the data type, just leave it as text. The date is fine. So what I like us to do here on this data is to calculate, like I mentioned, we're going to calculate the unit costs and the the total cost. We want the total cost. We're going to calculate the total cost, the total sales, and the profits with the values we have here. So, okay, for this one, okay, let's make this. Okay, somebody answered before. So what do you do? Can you tell me what to do? How do you calculate the? Have you done any calculations? Can somebody answer?
No, we haven't.
No, ma'am.
Hello. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to add a new column. Going to add a new column. Yeah. I'm going to say custom column because we want the total. Okay. Let's calculate first the total sales. How do you get the total sales? Can somebody tell us? How do you get the total sales?
That will be price times the quantity.
Okay. The price times the quantity. So we use the custom column, then okay, here we want the total sales. Total sales will be your price. Okay, you can just click on this. You can select, it says available columns. So price times, that's the star. The star is your multiplication table times the total costs, the unit costs. Sorry, the quantity, the order quantity, because we are calculating the total sales, remember? Yeah, so that's this. Okay, so you can see that it's giving you the column, it's giving you the total sales here. Okay, now I'd like us to also calculate the total costs. Can somebody help us out there? How do you calculate the total costs?
That will be unit cost times quantity.
Right. Okay. So remember I clicked on add column, then custom column. So now we want the total costs. Total costs. Total costs will be the unit costs. Yeah, once you double click, it comes up there. Then your star, which is your multiplication sign, times the order quantity will give you the total costs. Okay, that's, click OK, and that's it over here. Okay, now I'd like us to also calculate the profit. So what would the profit be? How would you get the profit?
That will be
this?
total sales minus total cost.
Okay, that's good. So again, we go back here and click on custom column. This time we want the profit. Profit. We use the cups. Yeah. So that will be the total. So you scroll down to look for the total sales minus total costs. Okay. I'll give us the profit. Okay.
Okay.
That's good.
Sorry,
Okay. Yeah.
I think you have a question.
Sorry, ma, I've been raising up my hand.
Oh, sorry. Please, Chioma, please let me know when somebody, because I can't see. I'm on the screen now, so I won't be able to see all that. Okay, so what's your question, please? Go on.
The very first, sorry, the very first column, custom column you made, that was
Yeah.
total sales. My network was glitching, so I didn't get the formula for that. I would like to like follow along with the class and then still try to build on my own data. But I did not get the formula for total sales because my network was glitching.
Okay. Yes, total sales is your, okay, remember we had the other values. Your total sale is the price times the quantity. Okay, you have your table here. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, you have this. You have the order, you have the unit price, unit cost, you have the price, and you have the order quantity. Okay, so to get the total cost will be your unit cost times the order quantity. Do you get that? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's for total cost, right? The unit cost times
Yeah,
order quantity. Okay.
yes. And to get your total, and to get your total sales will be your price times
Times quantity.
the quantity. Yes. So that's what
Okay.
we did.
Thank,
Yeah. And
thank you so much.
you're welcome. Okay, and the profit will be the total sales minus the total cost. That's to get your profit. Okay. So now we're going to, okay, this, let me put it on fixed decimal. Okay, this, I'll also put this on fixed decimal. That's the data type, because you could see that we have so many the decimal places. So let's have it in 2 decimal places, fixed decimal. Okay. Do we understand that? Yeah.
Yes,
Hello,
ma'am.
are you with us? Okay. So at least we have 2 decimal places for each of them. So we've calculated all this. Now,
Wait, sorry, ma. You said
yeah, go on.
fixed decimal. Ma, you
Sorry?
said fixed decimal. You said we should put it in fixed decimal. Does fixed
Yes.
decimal mean 2 decimal place?
Okay, two decimal
Oh,
places. That's what I wanted. Yeah. Yeah. We wanted two decimal places. So that's what we have here now. Okay. Okay. Now I'd like us to, okay, remember we're still here. We're still in Power Query Editor. So I want like us to okay, here, these applied steps. If you change your mind, you don't want because each time you do something, it comes up of the applied steps. So if you change your mind, you want to delete it, you could just take it out. Yeah. So you go back to the original way it was.
Hello,
So,
ma'am.
any questions? Yeah, go on.
Ma'am, please, I'm sorry.
So,
Please, I don't know how you
yeah,
got
go
the
on.
2 decimal places. How did you get the 2 decimal places?
Yeah, I just said fixed decimal. Okay, like if you click on this, you see the different formats. Okay, this is decimal number, this is fixed decimal number, this is whole number. Okay, so if I want a whole number, I'll just click on this. Okay, can you see it gives me a whole number? Yeah. If I want, okay, this 1.2 will give the first one, the first option here, this decimal number will give this. Yeah, but I want just 2 fixed decimal places. That's why I picked the fixed decimal place number here. Okay. Okay. So is that clear? Hello. Hello.
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you okay with that? Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
All right then. Okay, now I'd like us to close and apply so we can go back to the desktop. Okay, so close and apply. So if you look at this, you could go to, if you go to home, you click on close and apply. Close and apply. Yeah. So that will take us back to, you can see it's saving it and it's bringing it into the desktop, the Power BI desktop. So once we have it here, because this class actually is for visuals to create our charts. Yeah. Okay, so we're back to our Power BI desktop, and this is our table. So we have this table with all the columns in here now. You can see all the columns that we have in. Remember, we saw all these columns in the data. This is your visual. This is where you do your reports, where you do your visuals. This is your data. This is where you see your data, and this is for modeling. This is a beginner's class, so we're not going to work on models here. So let's go back to these visuals because that's what we're working on today. Okay, now you see all these. This is your field. These are the columns we're looking at. All these columns. Okay. You can see also the columns we created, the total cost, the total sales, and the profit. This is the profit. Okay, the first thing we want to build, okay, because we're going to build the visuals here, because if you want your reports, we'll look at the visuals. Okay, the first thing, if you're creating a report, you want to bring in the logo of the company. Okay, the logo of the company. So you go to insert, because you're inserting the logo, and you click on image to bring in the logo. You must have saved the logo of the company you want to work with. So you bring it in here using the Textilers logo. Okay, you bring it in here into this. Okay, you bring it in here. Okay, we can make it smaller because we'll be bringing other things in. Okay, I'd like to minimize this. Let's collapse this and collapse this. Okay. Okay. Okay, this then. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is, let's go back home now. Okay, you can see the visuals, all these visuals. I've explained some of them. If you move your cursor across it, you see, you just hover your cursor, you see the names. This is the stack bar chart. This is the stack columns chart, clustered bar chart. You know, you can move around. This is the clustered column chart, stacked bar. So I've gone through some of them, the line chart. This is your area chart. Okay, we'll be going through some of them. This is your pie chart, the donut chart that we come across, and this is your map. Okay, this is your map here. Okay, this is a slicer. So once you move around, it tells you the visual you're looking at, and this is the card that we'll be looking at soon. Okay, the first thing I would like us to do is, okay, suppose you want the card. Let's look at the card. You click on it. Okay. Suppose you want the total sales. Okay, because the management, of course they want to know how much sales you're making, so they want the total sales. Okay, and the total sales. Okay, okay. Okay, we can change this to Naira. Maybe later when we go back, I'll show you how to change it to Naira. So you can have different currency. Okay.
Sorry, what did you click to bring this in?
No, I just clicked total sales.
Okay,
Yeah?
that's what brought this box in here.
Okay, the box, I clicked
I missed
the
that.
card. This
Oh, okay.
card.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, this card will bring this. This is called the card visual. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so because I told you that I mentioned earlier that the card visual is very important because the management would like to see total sales, total cost, units. They want to see your profits the company is making. So you could just have them as the card visuals. Okay, so once you bring in the card visual, yeah, I want the total sales here. So you could have it there. Okay, so that's the total sales. Okay, and we could also bring in uh the total cost here. Total cost here. Okay, if you expand it, you see that just okay. So it's 56.25 million here, and this is the total costs. Okay, and I'll also bring in the profits. The profits here. The profits will be right here. Once you just click on it, you select it, and it brings the value for you. Okay, so this is the profit here. Okay, and you notice that if you subtract this, the total cost from the total sales, you'll get this profit. Okay. Okay, now when you're creating a report, you also let's have the heading here. Suppose you want the title of the report. Okay, but remember when you're building a report, you take you check the color code of the company, and you use the color code. Like if you're working for MTN, you know the color is yellow. Textile color is would you say this is purple? Yeah. So you can use the colors of the company when you're working, the company you're working with. Okay, so now let's bring in a title. To bring in a title, you use the text box. This text box, okay? This text box, click on it. Okay, you could, okay, we could call this, what name do you want us to give this now? We could call this sales analysis report. Okay, let's call it sales analysis report. Sales analysis report. Okay, let's put this as yeah. Okay, we could make this, we could use a bigger fonts. Here you have the font size. You could make it a bigger font. Here we can make it 40. Okay, let's bring it in here. Let's take it up. Okay, I want it right here, on top here. Okay. Okay, this wasn't highlighted. The S wasn't highlighted, so I'm going to, let me just delete this. And so, okay. So please, if you have questions as I go along, you could ask me. Okay, so this is analysis. Okay. Sales analysis. Sorry? Any questions? Hello?
Ma, please, will the slides be available after the classes? Like, how do we get
Oh, yeah.
access to the slides?
Yes, you can. Yes, it will be uploaded on YouTube. Yeah. You would have the recordings on YouTube. Yeah. Okay.
I actually meant the slides, the PowerPoint slides.
The PowerPoint slides. Okay. Yeah, we could send it to you. That's fine. Okay. So this, you could change the color.
Sorry,
Suppose I
excuse
want.
me, ma'am.
Yeah, go on. Yeah. Question.
If I, yeah, yes, ma'am. If I created the toolbox and the text box,
Yeah.
in a place I do not want, if I want to delete it, what am I to press? Does the normal Control Z work? Because I'm trying to do normal Control Z and it's not working. Or am I to? Oh God, I spoke my work.
Yeah, you
Or just
select
the
it.
normal backspace? Because
Yeah, once you select, you mean this box, the text box. Okay.
yeah, because yeah, where
Like,
I had it where you placed yours before, and I was
yeah.
trying to move it to where you're placing yours now, and I don't know what's wrong, but it's not moving.
Okay,
So I wanted to
this.
delete it and then create.
Okay, can you see
Yes.
what I'm doing? Can you see this? I just created another one, another text box. Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
once you do
Yes.
this, can you see the three dots on top?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, once you click on the three dots on top, you
Yes,
see
ma'am.
remove. You see remove, and you can take it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen it. Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay, so now let's do some formatting on this. Yeah. Okay. Suppose I want you could change the color first. You could change the color. Let me pick this color. Yeah. Then if you want it centered, okay, you could center it. This is your center. Yeah. Okay. And also you could have if you want a different font type, it's up to you. You can choose any font type you want. You could do any formatting. I mean, it's just like all the formatting you have in Word. Yeah, you could do your formatting here. And okay. Now, okay, so we have this the total cost. We have that. Okay, you could also do. Okay, suppose I want to format this. This also is your. Can you see this? This is your format. This is used to format your visual. Okay, and if you click on this, you see you can click on general. You can do you have different effects. Okay, suppose I want on the title, you want, okay, this, I might not want my title here. I might want my title on top. Yeah, you could say title on. Yeah, and we'll write the title. Okay, that's we want the total sales up. Total sales. Total sales. Yeah, that's a double S there. Sales there. Then if you want to increase the font, we could increase the font. We want it centered, so you can do all your formatting here. You can increase the font. Okay, so we just increase the font there. We leave it at 20. Yeah. So you could do all the effects you want. Suppose you want also here, under here, we can put a border on. Yeah, and the shadow. Can you see that? Yeah. So once you've done this, you don't have to, you could copy it across. You could copy this across with the format paint. Yeah. Just copy it across here. Okay. And also copy it across here. So you don't spend so much time working on each of them. So I've just copied the format across. But over here, you have to tell it that this one, you want the total cost on top. You don't want it below. So we'll go back here.
Sorry, Ma, can you take it slowly, please? You're going too fast. We're trying to follow along, Ma.
Okay. But are you also working on it on your system?
Yes, ma'am.
You are?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Because if you do that, you might it's better to watch the video, at least follow as I go along, then later you can watch the video and practice. Yeah. I always advise that because yeah, so that at least you understand what we're doing. Okay. Okay, but I mean, ask your questions. If you have any questions, I could always take the questions. Yeah. Is there any area you want me to go over?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So here we're looking at we want this total cost on top here. So total costs. Okay. And here you want the profit. You look at on top there. Okay. Now, so we've seen the card visuals. Okay. Also, you could also format your title here. Okay, format it. You could, the size is fine. So it's up to you to, okay. We could have it as, let's look at the effects. Let's put a border on and the shadow.
Go and ask your daddy whether we should cut the yam for pounded yam or.
Please, can you mute yourself? Somebody is pounding yam here. Excuse me. Can you mute yourself, please, if you're speaking? Sorry. Okay. Okay. Now we've seen how to use the cards. Okay, and remember I mentioned about the color codes, seen some formatting. And now let's look at suppose I want you want to see, remember what we have here. You have the different, okay, let me go back here for you to see. Here you have the different channels. These are the different channels here. Okay, I'm going to filter down for you to see the different channels we have. We have catalog. if you click on this, it filters down for you because we're talking about filtering too. You see the catalogs. So the different channels are catalogs, online, reseller, and store. This data set is really it's a companies into sales. This could be a departmental store. They sell using catalogs. They sell online. They sell through resellers, or they sell from their stores too. So these are the different channels. Yeah, these are the different channels that you could use to sell. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we want to see the channel. Suppose you want to see the channel that is making the highest sales. Yeah, or let's even say profits. Let's take profits. Okay, let's use this chart. Okay, once you click on the chart, yeah, okay, now it comes up here. Okay, and remember we said we want the channels. Okay, let's look for channels. This is the channel name as against profits, the channel that is making the highest profits. Okay, I'm going to focus on this so that you can
Ma, please, which
see.
of the charts did you use?
I use those charts, the fourth one, the clustered column charts. Okay, yeah. Okay, so here you see that the store here is making the highest profit. Store, yeah, store is making the, can you see the profits? Because, okay, this is the tooltip. The tooltip is on, that's why you can see that. It's making this, followed by online here, followed by reseller and catalog, okay? But what we're looking at is the sum of this. Yeah, but if we look at the average profit, yeah, we'll see that the catalog, the average profit, the catalog is making this amount, the profit. So the catalog is leading here, yeah, followed by online, then reseller and store. Okay. So that's okay. Then you could also use different charts on this. You could look at, let's look at the pie chart here. Can we see that? I'm going to focus so you can see here. So you could see online, it tells you the different colors. Yeah, this is the catalog. This is online. This is reseller. You can see the amounts, the profits they're making. Yeah, catalog is leading here, followed by online, then reseller, and the store. Okay, so we could change the different. You could look at different. It depends on you. Whatever visual you prefer to use here. Let's look at the funnel. The funnel will also give you this. Yeah, the largest followed by, and the list comes here on the bottom as a funnel. So you can look at this. Okay, so we'll leave this on this. Let's bring in another chart. Suppose we want
Excuse me,
to,
ma'am.
yeah, go on. Go on, please.
No,
Yep.
you were changing the channel, I mean, the column chart to different types. The way you're moving so fast, like it was hard to follow. If we want to like change it, is it that we just have to click on the new one, on the new visual we're trying to use? Or how were you changing it? Because I knew you changed it to funnel, you changed to pie chart. How were you doing it?
No, I just clicked on it. I just clicked, okay, this is the clustered column chart. Yeah, if you want to change it to pie chart, all you need to do is just click on the pie chart and it changes it. Can you see that? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and if you want to see it in a different chart, just click on another chart, and that's the Doughnut chart. Yeah, and this is the funnel, and that's what I did. So just click on the chart you want, and it changes. Are we? Do you understand that? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So okay, but it needs to be selected for you to change it. Okay. Now, let's look at another here. This is the average of the profits by channel. Yeah, so here we saw that the catalog is doing very well, followed by online, reseller, and the store. Okay, so let's also look at here. The next chart I'd like to bring in is total sales by year. Okay, this time let's look at this. We could pick any charts now. Total sales by year. Okay, total sales. Let's go to total sales. Okay, by year. Okay, this is. We need to. Okay, this here. This is the year here. Okay. Okay, so here we have in 2011 they were making the least sale, then followed by 2012 they made the highest sales in 2012, and followed by 2013 that, and 2014 it looks like they're going down here. Okay, so you could use this chart. You could also use this to look at it. It's up to you, really. Okay. So, or
Hello,
you
ma'am.
could leave it. Yeah, go on. Yeah,
Sorry
go
to
on.
cut you short. I've my hand actually. Okay, I wanted
Pardon?
to ask, how do we type to? I said I've been raising my hand all the while, but I
Okay.
don't think any.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, how do we know
Sorry, Chioma,
type?
please, could you check if somebody has a question and let me know? Yeah, okay, go on, please. Go
Okay,
on.
I would like to ask, how do we know what type of chart to use for our data?
Yeah, that's why I said it's really up to you. You could, it depends on what exactly you're looking at. Like if you're looking at, if you're using dates or trends, the line chart could be, you could use a line chart. You could use a line chart. It depends on the data, the report you want, the visual you want. Okay, so this, you can use a line chart for trends. Yeah, and you could also use this column chart, clustered column chart, because it tells the story. You can see it tells the story. It tells you the story, either a line chart or a column chart. Just check and see which goes better for you. Or you can even see this is area charts. Yeah, it's up to you. Whatever tells the story best would go. Yeah, that's why I went through the charts initially. I just said you could pick the charts that depending on the visual you want. Okay. Okay, so
I
here,
think Victoria has
Sorry.
question.
okay, Victoria, go on, please.
Yeah, I already asked my question.
Go on.
Already asked.
Oh, you already asked your question.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So this is also a pie chart here. Yeah. So you could play around with the charts and see whichever you prefer to tell your story. It's up to you. So because the pie chart tells a story here too, good story. It tells you that this has the highest. Yeah. This is 2021. Yeah, total sales the highest, followed by in 2023 here, followed by this. So it's up to you really. Yeah.
Sorry, excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, go on.
I'm raising my hand. So while you were explaining to Miss Trema, I was trying to see if I could play around while you were explaining to her, and I did use the clustered column chart for the channel, and it is empty. So I want to ask that what might be the problem? Because even while changing to pie chart, it is still empty. Like there is nothing showing there. I have by the side, I still have the channel catalog, like all the data that is meant to make up the pie chart is showing by the side, but the pie chart itself is empty.
Yeah,
And
but it
even when I
depends.
use the cluster column chart, it's empty.
Yeah, but what did you pick? What did you need to click on the X and the Y axis. What did you, okay, like here, I selected channel. Yeah, remember I selected channel. If you look at this one, yeah, if you look at this chart here, I selected channel as against profit. So you need to pick your X and Y axis. Did you do that? Hello?
You didn't mention. Okay, I get it now. You didn't mention it before. You're just like, oh, we want to use channel. Now you click on channel.
No, yeah, I said
Thank you.
that's channel. Yeah, I said that we want the channel that is making the highest profit. So I picked channel, then the profits. So that's why I was able to get this. Yeah, it would tell me the channels that is making the highest profit. You always have to tell it the X and the Y axis. Pick two axes for you to get your charts. Okay, it's the same thing. Any chart you want, you need to select what exactly you want before you, yeah, for you to get your charts. Okay, are you okay now? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So for the total sales, what's our X and our Y?
The total sales. You mean this one? The
Yes,
card.
ma'am.
Are you talking? No, the card is just here it's just total sales, the figure. You just want the total sales. Yeah, it's just the figure. So you want the total
Okay, ma'am.
sales as a card. You want the total cost as a card. Yeah, these are just the figures you want because you want them highlighted. You want them on your reports. These are the things the management want to see. They want to see what's your total sales, what's your total cost, and what's profits. So that's why you have them on cards that way. Yeah, and these are charts. So for the charts, you need to pick the X and the Y axis. This is your X axis and that's your Y axis. Okay. So are you okay now?
Yes,
Hello.
ma'am.
Any other question on this? Okay. You can also say, you could also ask a question. You can tell stories. Yeah, here you can ask what product category is making the highest sales. Yeah. So we'll go and decide on which chart. I always like to use this first, then I could you could change it anytime to any chart you want. Okay. The column chart. Okay, here you want the product category. Which product? Yeah, which product is making the highest sales? So you pick the product category and you could say highest sales or the profit. Let's say which is making the highest sales because these are the things you want to check. Okay, you can see that computers is making the highest sales here. Okay. Computers followed by cameras and camcorders, TV. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we could say we want to check averagely the average sales. Okay. If we check the average sales, total sales, we see that TV and videos are making, yeah, higher sales averagely. Yeah. Okay. So you can tell different stories here. And suppose this is very interactive. Your visuals are interactive. Suppose I want to see the details for catalog. Remember, catalog is one of the channels. You just click on it. Can you see? It tells you the story. It tells you the total sales in catalog, the total cost, the profits. It tells you. If I come here and click on online, it tells you everything changes. Everything changes. Does anybody have a question? Then if you go to reseller, reseller has, you can see that that it changes each time I click on any of the channels. It gives you the different total sales, the different, even the total sales by year changes too, and the average total sales by product category changes. So it's interactive. It's interactive. Okay. Does somebody have his or her hand up? Any question? Do you have any questions so far?
Yeah, I can't really see clearly this the charts that is average of total sales by product category. Kindly confirm the X and Y axis what you used.
What
the
say
last
that
chart.
again?
The last chart, I can't see it clearly. It's tiny. Average of total sales. Yeah. What? Okay. Product category.
Like product category, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. We have different product categories. These are the product categories. We have the TV and video, cameras and camcorders, computers, and all that. So these are the various categories. So you could tell stories with your different charts. Yeah. Okay. While you're here, okay, let's go on to the next page. I want to show you. Suppose you want.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, go on.
For the
Question.
total sales by year, for the total sales by year, not
Yeah.
total sales now. The second the visuals in the middle. What is the X and Y axis? What was used?
Which one? Total sales by year.
Yeah, that one you're pointing. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's total sales by year. I did the total sales, then year. That's how come I got this.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a.
Let me add to that question. Sorry, Franca.
Okay, go on.
So you are not dealing with X and Y axis per se in a pie chart. It's just a visual that just gives you a pictorial view of what your data set is like. But if you look at the bar chart that we are dealing with, you'll find out that you have the Y and X axis. So in that case, if it depends on what you want as your Y or how the whole thing has arranged, you can answer this on the Y axis and X axis. But for a pie chart, you might not really be concerned about which one is the X axis and which one is the Y axis. If you look at it, it's using more of legends. So the years are the legends. Why the sales now tells you that the area of every color tells you the total sales by the year. I don't know if it's clear. Like the purple now, we can see that the biggest from the pie chart is the blue, and the blue is the year. The blue, the dark blue, the legend for dark blue shows that it's 2011, just like that. So that's it. I don't know if he answers the question anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you look at the at this chart. Okay, yes, you have the X and Y axis. Yeah, it tells you the highest is the total sales is made in 2012. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but okay, you were asking which is the X and Y axis here. Was that your question? Huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Okay. With the pie charts, yes, like Chema said, with the pie charts, remember you're telling a
I was just
story.
using X
You
and
all
Y. It's just like
pardon?
then I was just using
Okay.
X and Y to like I know it's not meant to be X and Y because your pie chart doesn't have X and Y. It's not like a perpendicular line that have to relate to each other. But I was just using the X and Y. I just wanted to know the what should I which word I just wanted to know the field you
Okay.
used for your pie chart.
Okay. Okay. It's still total sales by year are used. You see, with the pie chart, it still tells you a story because what you really want to know is which year do you have the highest total sales? And this is telling you your total sales is in year 2012. Can you see that? 2012, you have your highest total sales, followed by that's 21 um, million, followed by 17, that's 2013. Yeah, followed by 2013. Then you can even see the figures there, 21.32 million, yeah, of 37%, 37.91, followed by 31. Yeah, that's in 2013, followed by 2014. And in 2011, you're making the least sales. Yeah, and if you look at this, yeah, because over here you have the order dates and the year under legend. I have the total sales. Remember, we're using total sales as your values here. Total sales by year. Okay. All right. So
So the two
Thank
parameters
you,
that you
ma'am.
use for this, so the two parameters you use for that pie chart was the total sales and the
by
year.
year exactly.
Those two
Yeah, that's
fields. Okay.
that's
All
what I
right.
picked. Yeah, that's
Thank
what I
you.
picked. You're welcome. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let me go on to another page to um you could do more visuals on a page. Yeah, you could do more visuals, but
Okay.
I just want to go on to the next page so at least
Sorry,
we get
please, before you move on to the next page, there was something you
yeah
clicked and the figure and the total
change.
sales changed. I didn't quite get that portion.
Okay. Yeah, like I mentioned, it's interactive. Yeah, if you click on if once I click on any visual, any of the columns, like here, this is the channel catalog. I click on channel on the catalog channel, and it tells you the total sales in channels, total costs, that's on the channels. All these values are on the channels. Yeah, that's what the total sales the channel the catalog is making. Okay, if I click on the online, it changes also. It gives you the figures for the online total sales, total cost and profits. Same with reseller. Can you see that?
Okay, so
Yeah,
it's
and
giving you
store.
the sales per the individual channels. Now
Yes,
that when you
in the
click OK,
individual.
okay,
Yeah.
all right, okay, thank you.
Yes, because it's interactive and everything changes. It tells you the values for each of the channels as I click on them. Yeah, it gives you the values, all the totals there. Okay. Now, suppose I want, okay, because I don't want all this to be I'll
Sorry,
just go
ma'am.
on to
Last
another page.
question.
Yeah, yeah, go on, go on.
I'm so sorry. Last question. Last question. I'm so sorry. For the profit by channel, yeah, I know you
Yeah.
mentioned that the two data, I mean, the two fields you used was channel as against the profit. I mentioned it earlier that when you're talking to when you're trying to explain to somebody, I tried doing mine. And now before you moved on, I noticed that the way yours was arranged is not the way mine is arranged. On your the visuals we have here, your catalog is the highest. On my own, I'm seeing store and I have online reseller before catalog. Catalog is coming as last
You
in line,
okay?
like with the lowest amount.
Okay.
What might be
You
the error?
you know why? Okay, if you look at values, can you see my cursor here? Ah,
Yes, ma'am.
can you see my cursor?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Here, okay, under values, yeah, you have you should what you have, I'm sure it's some. So this is what you have, store. Store online, store is the highest here. Yeah.
Yes, yes. That's what I have. Yes.
Okay. Store, then followed by online and reseller and that. Okay, because here we did the sum of the profits. Okay, so okay, let me
Okay.
explain the difference between sum and average here. Okay, sum, suppose you have um suppose you have, okay, in all you have like 20 stores. Yeah, so you're summing
Yes, ma'am.
all the profits. Yeah, all the profits in the different stores, and you're putting it here. Yeah, summing everything online and putting it, you know, the sum of everything. But here, what the right thing you should really have look for, because if they're like 10 stores, yeah, and you're doing just if there are 10 stores, or let me say if there are 20 stores, you're summing all the profits and you're putting them together. Yeah, but what you want is the average of the
Okay.
profits. Do you get? Like if you have
Oh, yes, I
10 stores,
understand now.
you're yes, adding all the profits. It won't give you um the right
Average.
yes, the right profits. So you want the average profits across the channels. That's what you really want. So that's why I picked average here. So when you go to values, you could change it to average um, sum, instead of just summing the profits. Do we understand that?
Mhm.
Okay, any other question on this? Okay, so as data analysts, you want to give the correct figures. You don't want to, if you do sum, you're not giving um, the right um, the right visual. What you really want is the average. So this is catalog is doing um, giving the highest average profit. Okay, followed by online and all that. Okay, okay, and okay, while we're here, if you click on these three dots, you can get more visuals here. You can get more visuals here. Okay. Okay, I'll come back to that. Let's go on to the next page, because I want us to do some more visuals here. Okay, suppose let me use the Q&A. Um, we want okay, like this is the card. We've seen the card, we've um, seen the different, okay, if you want, suppose you want other visuals, like I mentioned, you could click on these three dots. Let's click on the three dots to get more visuals. Okay. Okay. Okay, I didn't sign in here. Okay, let me use this. Okay, let's use this one, the Q&A here, because you also have it on your, you can see you also have these visuals on your menu. Okay, so I'm going to use the Q&A. It's just question and answer. Q&A is question and answer. You can, it says, ask questions about your data in natural language to create new visuals in English. So tell me, what do you want? What do you want to check? Just tell me any, just ask your question. Anybody, tell us, what do you want to check?
Total sales, please.
Total sales. If you want total sales, okay. Okay, it gives you the total sales. Can you see that? The total sales is 56.25. Yeah, total sales, even corrected its total sales. So it gives you that. So instead of even like if you don't want to like go to the visuals to pick card, you could just say, just ask that question. Okay, if you want total sales by channel, you want to see the channel that is making the highest sale, channel by channel. Okay, how do we want it? We could say okay, it's giving us this chart. You could use this chart. Can you see that? So it's telling you here that the store is making the highest sale, followed by online, reseller, and catalog. You want to see profit by channel. Okay, store is making the highest profits, followed by online. Yeah, and if you want it by pie chart, you want as a pie chart, as pie chart. You just ask any question you want, and it gives you the answer. Are we following? Hello.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am, we're
Yes,
following.
ma'am.
Okay,
Thank you.
that's good. You're welcome. Okay, and also if you want, so you could query it, all the charts we did on the first page. You could ask your question here, and you could also use the Q&A to build your visuals also. Okay, another thing I'd like to check, suppose you want to see the top 5 products, yeah, the products that are are making the highest profits, the top 5 products by profit. Okay, can we see that? Yeah, let me increase this so you can see. It's even corrects if you make mistakes, it knows because of the business. Remember, BI stands for business intelligence, so it's intelligent to tell you to correct it for you. Okay, so this it tells you top 5 products by profit, because any business person, you want to know the products that are giving you the highest profits. Okay, you can see here this projector here. Okay, Kool-Aid project, then all these projectors are giving you the highest profits. Okay. Okay, we can also check top 5 products by total sales. Yeah, let's see which ones you're selling more. And you want to stock, because you need this as a data analyst. You need to know this so you can stock. You want to stock the products that are selling, that are selling more and that are giving you the highest profits. So any questions so far? Any questions with what we've done so far? Is there any area you don't understand you want us to go over? Okay, and remember, we can also use different charts. You could just tell it the chart you want. You could say, okay, it's giving you this chart. You can say you want it as pie charts. As pie charts. Want to say as pie. Yeah, gives you the pie charts. Okay, tells you which ones, which ones are doing. It gives you the percentage, so you can see this this Kpi projector is doing. You're selling more of that. Yeah, followed by this one, 21%, followed by this. So it tells you, what's the products you're selling more. So any questions with what we've done so far before we go on to something else? So you could say that you could check the top 5. Yeah, go on.
This is really not a
Yeah.
question. I'm just kind of intrigued. Like, if we can use the Q&A to literally build a visualization, why do we have to go through what we learned on page 1? If I can just come here and get all the visualization I want.
Yeah, it's good to learn the different ways. So yeah,
Okay.
it's good to learn the
Okay.
different
Thank you.
ways to do things. So it's up to you to choose whatever you want. Yeah.
And if you're going to
Yeah.
report, you need a visual to report as well, if I may add to
Yeah.
that.
Yes. But this
Sorry,
gives you
come
the
again. I
visual.
didn't get that.
Yeah. Okay. You say the report, you need the visual to report. Yeah. But yes, this gives you the visuals. Yeah. Gives you the visuals. So you could use it in your reporting. Okay. Yeah. So you have, so that's the Q&A. You can use it with anything. You can also say, you could say state with the highest profits, because you have the different states there. You have the different states or cities. Yeah, remember, we have different cities or yeah, or zones even. Yeah, you could have you have, let's look at the zones, or you could ask your questions, any question you want. Okay, you have different cities. Different cities, we have different zones. We could check the zone that is doing the highest profits too. Okay, let's look at that. Let's say, suppose you want the zone. Okay, okay, let's use this. Suppose you want the zone. So you can ask any question, zone that is making the highest profits. Okay, your profit. Okay, here you can see the southeast making the highest profit here, then followed by south. And okay, but you want the average profit, remember. Let's do the average. Okay, average. So here is at southeast, followed by north central and all that. So you could, once you have your data, you could come up with questions, different questions. Okay. Yeah. Good. So we've looked at the channels by totals. Yeah. And you could, okay, you could also, okay, here we could look at since we have this, let's see if we could have okay, you could okay, so you could have it as a map too. Yeah, remember what we did was okay, we want let's look at this the cities, the cities, the cities, the cities that are making the highest profit. So as a map, yeah, here, remember it's in Nigeria here. So you have Lafayette, you have Makurdi making this amount, yeah, followed by, so you could have it as a map too. Yeah, you could look at the different points, so making this amount, yeah, and Ilori making this average profit. So this is as your map. So we've looked at the various visuals. You could try out other visuals on your own, yeah, and query them. We've looked at the state with the highest profit and also, okay, so you could ask any question you want. Now, well, because of time, okay, because of time, what let me go back to this page. Okay, suppose you want, let's look at our scroller. Okay, our scroller, this is our slicer. Okay, I need to bring up, okay, this is Q&A. Yeah, okay, this is Q&A. Okay, I need to bring my scroller up, but I didn't sign in here, so, okay. Okay, maybe what we'll do is, okay, let's look at slicers while we're here. Okay, let's look at slicers. This is my slicer, okay? Okay, I'll bring it up here. Click on it, you bring it up here. Okay, so on my slicer, yeah, I want to see, okay, before we go on to that, let's just go back to this again, and I'll go through this with you. Okay, here we configure and edit visuals. Okay, we've done that. There are numerous formatting options available that we worked on. So you edit the color of the data series, data points, and even the background of visualization. Okay, we did that, how to edit visuals. And we did the borders and showing you how to also do shadows. Then, okay, the theme, I'm going to show you how to do themes now. Okay, and okay, we looked at the different formats. Done this, we control the look and feel of each visual with the formatting, okay, which we've also done. Okay, format options differ depending on the type of visual selected. Okay, now, okay, we're going to look at filters and slicers. Suppose you want your report readers to be able to look at overall sales metrics, but also highlight performance for individual district managers and different time frames. Okay, I'll show you how it works. When to use a slicer. Slicers are a great choice when you want to display commonly used or important filters on the report canvas for easier access. It makes it easier to see the current filtered states without having to open a drop down. Okay, so we're going to look at our filters and our slicers. Okay, suppose here I want the year on this. I want the year on this slicer. Okay, I want the year. You need to select it. So you need to click on the box. Okay, and there are different visuals for the slicer. Could have a list. Okay, a list will give you that. And you have a drop down. drop down will give you this. So you could just drop it down. Okay. And but let's go back to lists. Okay, if I click on 2011, okay, this, you notice that the visuals change for the year 2011. 2011, they're making the total sales is very low. It's very low in 2011. Yeah, total sales, even the total cost and the profit is quite low. Okay, let's look at 2012. 2012, making higher sales. You notice that everything changes, all the visuals. These are the figures for 2012. The catalog, they're making so much sale. Yeah, once I click on the years, you see that it changes. Everything changes to tell you the figures for the year that is selected. Okay, and 2014 here. So the visual would tell you, you could use different, okay, like this one, we're using the years because we want to see, the details for each year. That's why I use the year as a slicer. So it tells you the different values. Okay. Do we have any questions on this?
Yeah, Anna has
Yeah,
a
go on.
question. She says, please
Yeah,
kindly
go on.
show where you picked the slicer from.
Okay, the slicer is right here. Slicer. Okay. This is the slicer right here. Can you see? Hello.
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
Okay, this is the slicer right here. Okay. So once you click it, and you can also format it. Yeah, you can also format. If this is too tiny, you could go to format and increase the, you could change the orientation. You could change it to horizontal or vertical. It's up to you. If you want this format, you could, it's up to you to, I always like the vertical where the pull down though. So it's up to you, whatever you want. Yeah. You could also change the font. If you think this is too small because you'll be presenting, yeah, you could increase the format. You could increase the font. Yeah, can you see it's bigger now, 15? Just made it 15. You can change the color, the font colors. Yeah, so you could do your formatting anyhow you want it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so okay, we have 8 minutes to go. Do you have any questions before? Do you have any questions so far? Any questions? Any question with what we've done so far?
Mom, quick
Okay.
question.
Sorry?
I don't understand how you got the map. That's pick
The map.
three. Yep.
No, the
Is
map.
it from the Q&A?
Okay, yes, but you can get the map from either Q&A, or you could get the map any, you could get the map. Okay,
Okay,
let me
from the
do it again.
visualization. Okay, I've seen one.
Yes. Yeah, you can either get it from Q&A, or you could get it from, you could get any visual from Q&A. Yeah. And you can get it from the visuals. Yeah, this is your map here. Yeah. And I did the map because I want to see the average profit by city. I want to see which city.
Okay.
Yeah. So once you tell it once you give it the values, yeah, then it would, and you select map, it would tell you, it would give you the visual.
Okay.
Yeah. And okay, I hope I've gone through all the, but I mean, you can always try the visuals yourself. Like this is your table. Yeah. You could also do a table.
Yes.
Suppose you want, this is a table. Suppose you want your, let's even say we want the channels, yeah, by um by sales. Yeah, you could do the table and see. Can you see this? So this is the table. You can see in a table format. The catalog is this, store is that. Yeah, but remember I mentioned that we could always do average sales. So if you do average sales, you see that catalog is highest. That's the
So can
total
you do
sale.
that again? The way you did the table, can you do it again?
No, all I did was first what you do is you click and select whatever you want.
Okay,
Select a
okay.
table.
Okay.
Yeah, select a table.
Okay.
Just click on a blank and select the table. You select, click on it. So that's it. Yeah. And if you don't
Okay.
want it, once you select it, and once you select it, you can delete. You can click on the three dots and delete it.
Delete.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to do it again so you can see. This is table. Yeah. And we picked the channels. You can pick, okay, or you can pick, let's look at the zones that are doing well, and let's see the profits the different zones are. Yeah, can you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to focus so you can see properly. Okay, you can see here that, okay, and you can also um, arrange it in ascending order. Okay, this is, yeah, or descending order, or whatever you want. Can you see that? Yeah. So, okay. So, any questions? Any questions
Oh,
with any of the visuals? Pardon?
sorry, ma'am. One last one. One last one. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
So
Go
when
on.
you're doing the slicer here, I noticed that when I clicked on my 2012, I was trying to walk around with it, and this is that the values I had were different from the ones you had. What might be different? Like,
2012.
yeah,
When you did what?
when you're using the when you created the slicer, you were trying to use it to explain that by clicking on the years, you'll be able to get values for each year.
Yeah.
Or, and I think when I clicked on 2012, what I had was different.
What you had was different.
Yeah, the very first time I clicked on it, I've not tried it. I noticed and
Oh,
I just wanted to like keep quiet and let you finish.
okay, but
So I
okay,
didn't go
like I
back
can't
to
see
it.
your screen. The values you had on where? Is it the total sales or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
where exactly? It depends on
In 2012. Okay,
2012. This is 2012.
yeah.
The values you have where? Is it the total sales or the total cost or where?
Total cost, total cost.
Total cost. You're saying is different from what you have. Huh?
Yeah, the very first time I did, yeah, the very first time I did it. Very first time. Because right now I
Yeah,
clicked
but
on it and it's showing me blank. So I don't know if the problem is my system being slow and probably just trying to boot or something. Because right now I clicked on it now, the way you clicked on yours, and I'm seeing blank. And it wasn't blank
okay.
before.
Okay, but I need to see your screen to be able to correct that. But maybe what you could do is you could ask your questions. You could ask your questions actually, even after the class on the channel, so we could
Okay,
answer
ma'am.
them. Yes, we could. You could ask your questions. So, any questions with what we have? Yeah. Okay. So I talked about okay, the slicers, and you also have the filters actually. You also have the filters. This is the filter pane. Okay, with the filters, you can filter on, like you can say filter on this visual. Yeah, you can just like click filter on this visual and pick, or you can filter on this page, the whole page. Like when you filter, you can filter on the whole page, or you can filter on all pages. You can apply filters on different pages. So it's up to you. It works, the slicer works the same way as filters. It's just that there's some differences, because here your filter, you can see the filter pane is it's right here. Yeah. And if you don't want to use it, you can collapse it. Yeah, and use this. Some people prefer to use the slicer because you could it's right on your report page, and you can just go across it, you know. So it's up to you, whatever you prefer to use. Okay. So any questions, because our time is up. Yeah.
Okay, man, not a question, but actually I just did it now and it's correct. I have the same value with you now.
You do.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Is it on the 2014? Is it on the 2014 or where? Okay, anyway, it's because it's the same data we're using, so you should really have we should have the same values. Yeah, because it's the same data set. Remember, it's the same data set we're using, so it should be the same values. Okay. So any other
Yes, ma'am.
question? Any other question with what we've done today? So
Well,
we've covered.
I'm hoping
Pardon?
we'll be able to go through the map and the filters again, probably the next class. I know our time is fast spent. I didn't quite get the map and the filters.
Okay, you didn't get the map. Okay.
We've got the
Okay.
recorded videos you can watch again.
Yes, okay, exactly. You can also watch the video maybe before the next class, and if you have questions, yeah. Okay, and with the map is quite easy. All you need to do is select what you want. Remember, we did profit and city, yeah, and we clicked map. Okay, we'll do that quickly again. Yeah, profits. We want map. Yeah, just select map. Whatever visual you want, select it. Yeah, then go select what you want. We want profit, and what was it again? We said we wanted profit, and is it zone? What do we want for?
Zoom. Yeah.
Okay, city. Okay, we can do city, average profit. Yeah. Okay, you can also do zone. Yeah, let's focus on it. Okay, let's city. City is right up there. So we click on city. Okay, and city. You need to highlight it for it to come. Okay, can you see that? That's all you need. Profit by city. Okay,
Thank
and if
you.
we want, you're welcome. And if you want you can go to value and change. If you want the average profit, you could do that too. Okay, so all you need to do is select the visual you want, then go click the fields you want in your visual, and you get the visual. Are you okay with that?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. But please take your time and watch the video. And if you have any questions, you can ask us on the channel. All right. We have a program for 6 p.m. Please attend. Yeah, you have the link to attend. Yeah.
It's on the
Okay.
chat. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, John. So I hope you enjoyed the class, and
Okay,
you all
ma'am,
have.
please.
Yeah.
Fantastic
We
class.
Thank you.
can we get the image of textiles?
You want the image of textiles? Huh?
Yeah, so in case
You
one
want
wants, because it's not,
the
yeah, it's not,
logo?
we don't,
The
yeah, the
logo.
logo.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we do not
Okay.
have it.
Where do you want me to send it to you? But you can get it online. Yeah, but where do you want me to
Okay,
send it
okay.
to you? Where?
You could always send it to the Teams platform, to the group
The
chat.
Teams. You mean the WhatsApp? Or here?
Yeah, yeah,
Is
you
it
could send it here.
okay
This is where they send
on this
all our
chat here?
files
On
to.
this chat, on this chat. Okay, I'll
Yeah,
send it here.
yes.
Okay. Oh,
Okay,
Chiamaka
thank
is
you.
just coming in. Any questions, Olufumi?
None,
Olufumi, you
ma'am.
have your hands up. Huh?
Oh, that's a mistake. Sorry.
Okay. So any other question? All right. All
Thank you
right. Okay,
much.
you're all welcome. Okay, you take care and have a nice weekend.
Very informative.
You
Thank
too,
you.
ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You're welcome. You're
Thank you,
Thank
welcome.
everyone.
you.
Okay, you're welcome. All right.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
You're
Fantastic
welcome.
trainer. Wow.
Thank you. Thanks, John. So I expect to see you all at the next program. Okay, see you all there then. Kindly show where you pick the slides. Okay, thank you. Very informative and interesting session. Thanks, Jumoke. And everyone, do not forget to join us. Inspirational. Yes, please join in the inspirational class. It's on now. Let me show where you